International air traffic is going up every day due to the growth in all destinations, and the number of people traveling is getting bigger and bigger. In 2017, 4.1 billion passengers travel on around 40 million flights. Charles de Gaulle in Paris is one of the busiest airports in the world, together with Orly Airport in the same city, handling more than 101 million passengers. Let me tell you about my experience at Charles de Gaulle Airport last year. Traveling from Quito, Ecuador, our destination was Paris, where we faced several complications and delays at Charles de Gaulle Airport. First, the long waiting time in the queue for immigration was about 2.5 hours, and then 1.5 more hours to get our bags. By the time we were out, all of us were exhausted and just wanted to rest. Our week in Paris was amazing, but we didn't know that the return travel back home was going to leave us even more devastated. We got to the airport 3 hours before our flight, a reasonable time to not have any delay or problem. But once again, the queue for check-in process was around 45 minutes. Then, the baggage security check was more than 1 hour. We were all afraid of missing the flight, and the authorities were not really interested in our concerns. They were not supportive and simply made us feel helpless. You can see everyone running around and people getting stressed about missing their flights, so you feel your time is running out. Finally, we made it just in time, 15 minutes before the boarding would begin. However, the feeling of anxiety, pressure, and fatigue stayed along until we got home. To tackle this problem, some airports around the world have already launched smart gates to ease the immigration queuing, with kiosks enabled to scan the passport and biometric recognition. However, these smart gates can only be accessed by citizens residents of that specific country. All other passengers, tourists, business executives, students have to get into these endless long queues to clear the immigration process. But with all the increasing adoption of technology and innovation today, this should not be the case.
We want this to change. Welcome to the airport of the future, where your face is your passport. Long queues and passports are a thing of the past. We are introducing a fast and smart airport experience with SmartArch. SmartArch is an AI-enabled frame encompassing the walkthrough for passengers, potentially replacing the physical immigration desks. It will be integrated with several cameras and sensors, highly specialized in biometric recognition. To begin with, we are going to help address the queuing problem at airports in Paris, as they are not only one of the world's busiest airports, but also the worst rated and reviewed by the passengers in relation to the waiting times for immigration and security clearance mainly. Just as we can quickly unlock our smartphone with the aid of an inbuilt depth sensing facial and iris recognition technology, the contactless traveler technology will allow passengers to walk through immigration checkpoint seamlessly. The screening time will be reduced from around 10 minutes, taken by an in-person officer, to a few seconds with AI implementation. Your face will be your passport and your boarding pass at every step of the process. All passenger information related to their travel itinerary will be integrated with their identity on the cloud databases. There will be no more need for passports or visa stamps, as electronic visas will be issued to the passengers on the cloud. How is the ownership of data going to work? Primary data about the passengers will remain confidential with the airport authorities and government. Metadata, including statistics and patterns for the wait and transition times, will be used by us to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of SmartArch. Successfully, after launching the SmartArch in Paris, we will move ahead to some other busy airports like London Heathrow, Beijing Capital, and Atlanta. Later, when the technology is accessible by other cities, we can distribute our devices worldwide. On the next horizon, we will enhance SmartArch by incorporating cameras for baggage screening, as rare items are highly vulnerable to be missed in visual search, and sensors to identify predicted behavioral patterns, focusing on surveillance, screening, cybersecurity, access control, perimeter security, and other related technologies. With SmartArch, Paris airports and in the future the rest of the world will welcome and bid goodbye to innumerable happy travelers every day.